So, you want to go diving in Japan? Well, let's head down to Okinawa because that's where some of the best diving in the world is. We're going to be going a couple hours north of Naha, or about an hour north of Kadena Air Base, to right here, Nago. Just on the other side of Nago is a little place called Three Rocks. This is the aerial view from Three Rocks. There is a hotel right here that you'll pass, and the parking area for this dive is right here. Now, this parking area is actually a boat launch, and you want to make sure that you keep your car locked up nice and tight and nothing too valuable inside. There aren't that many people that come by it, but just in case. Now, the islands that we're going to be diving across are really not islands. It's just a little bit of a outcropping, and that has pushed up through the water. And those are right here. Now, we're going to be looking at the big island off on the left when we get into the water. You can go through the middle of the islands and out around towards the hotel, but we're going to be sticking with this particular outcropping right here. It's about a 150, 200 meter swim from the parking ramp to the island, to the dive spot, but it's not a bad swim. Just take your time. We went out this way, and then we submerged about right here. And then the blue line is us underwater, and we went out around the outcropping, lots of coral, quite a few snakes for this one, and then came up here, and that's the view back, and took our time and had a nice leisurely swim back. We came out about middle of the tide, so somewhere between high tide and low tide. And it was a nice afternoon dive. There are a lot of sea cucumbers out there that you'll see pictures of here. This is a crown of thorns. It's actually a starfish, and it can be very problematic, so make sure you don't touch it. But it was very beautiful. It was kind of rare to catch one of these. Some more coral and lots of fish in and through the coral. Lots and lots of wildlife to see, marine life to see, and snakes. So be careful with the snakes. Now, overall, this is not a terribly deep dive. You can get down to about 45 feet in places, but for the most part, we were between 20 and 30 feet for the whole dive. And I go through a tank of air quite quickly, so this was about a 35-minute dive. If you're better with your air management, you could probably get a lot more out of this. But we had a great time getting around through the islands, or through the coral, and there was a ton of fish to see, and it was really great. So when we popped up in the surface, everybody was all happy, and you can see the Hotel Resonix out in the distance. This is a close-up of the little island, and then we turned and headed back to shore, which you can see is a little bit of a swim away, but not too bad. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a good dive. Next time, we're going to take a look at southern lynx.